gonna love it.
Swell.
Hey guys, Brett Varvel here, or Chris Stone from Mayberry Man, and I'm excited to tell you that the Indiegogo campaign for Mayberry Man the series is live. That's right, you can go right now to mayberryman.com for details on how you can get involved with this exciting project.
You have a movie theater in this town, right?
Oh yeah, we got a real nice one down on Main Street.
Yeah.
They did some renovations last year and moved the ladies' room from the second level down to the lobby level. Real classy move.
Okay. That's great, Barney.
Hey, I haven't seen Kate smile like that in years.
Hey, I know who you are. You're the singing guitar player from that episode with the singing guitar player.
No, I'm not.
See, I have an aunt that lives in Augusta, and I was invited out there last summer, but I didn't end up going because she has this feral bird, Jimbo, who bit me when I was a kid, and I don't know, I've just been terrified of birds ever since, and, well, it gave me a rash, and my aunt, she's immune to it, I guess, by now.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Basically.
Yeah, are you free this weekend?
Hey y'all, Jacob Winter here, and I am so excited to announce that they are making Mayberry Man the movie into Mayberry Man the streaming series. So go ahead and join us by backing the project on Indiegogo and join the fun.
This is Floyd Lawson coming to you right here in Mount Airy, North Carolina. I'm at the Loaded Goat. Oh, it's a nice place. Not only that, there was a movie filmed here, Mayberry Man. Yeah, you can come just like they did on the Mayberry Man movie and eat at the Loaded Goat and have a nice dynamite burger or one of their other burgers. Voted one of the best hamburger places in all of North Carolina right here in Mount Airy. Oh, and when you drop by, be sure and tell them Floyd sent you. Yeah, maybe they'll, well, they probably won't do anything. Tell them I sent you.
Mayberry Man the movie was such a wonderful success that now it's going to be Mayberry Man the series. Isn't that exciting?
I guarantee this, if you love the Andy Griffith show, you're gonna love Mayberry Man.
Step back a little bit.
Break it up now, break it up. You heard the man. Give him some room. Scooch, buddy, scooch.
The way these guys can just gently become the characters, to me, it puts a smile on my face.
You know, when I was a boy, I actually wanted to be a barber. Yeah, but nobody would let me cut their hair. I used to get out back there and catch the neighborhood cats. Yeah, here's an example of somebody worked there.
They kill, they knock it dead.
It's real!
Welcome, everyone, to another Wednesday Night Live. I'm Court Howell with Mayberry Man, and Stark has the night off. He's actually on a trip with his family, and so I'm flying solo, but we have some great guests for you. We're going to have Dixie Griffith, Andy Griffith's daughter, who is a Fun Girl tribute artist, along with Michelle Bryson. So we'll talk to them in just a moment. Before we do that, I just want to remind you, our fun perk that we announced last week, it's called Action on the Set, is still available. There's still some remaining, so you can check that out on our Indiegogo campaign at mayberryman.com. That'll take you there. And the Fun Girls are here tonight to announce another fun perk, a new perk. So why don't we just go ahead and bring them on. But before I do that, let me just say, if you like our lives and enjoy our content, please like, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, hit that little bell icon so you get notified when we go live. And now let's go to our guests. Let me bring them on, the Fun Girls. All right, we're here with the Fun Girls, Michelle Bryson and Dixie Griffith. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
And one of the reasons I wanted to have you on tonight was that we are announcing, or we just released, our new Fun Girl perk, a new fun perk with the Fun Girls. So for anybody who hasn't visited our Indiegogo page today, the Fun Girl perk is lunch with the Fun Girls at Mayberry Days.
Yay, so exciting. Can't wait, Court.
It's a limited number, right? So on Thursday of Mayberry Days, up to 10 people will be able to join the Fun Girls for lunch and hang out with you and talk to you guys about Mayberry, and Dixie ask you about what it's like to grow up with Andy Griffith, your favorite question. And so that should be a lot of fun. Kick off the Mayberry Days weekend with a special lunch with the Fun Girls. So thank you for doing that with the fans and making that available. We appreciate that. And so I also want to just ask you, a little bit about your background doing the Fun Girls. You've been tribute artists for a while now, right? So maybe bring us up to speed. How long have you been the Fun Girls?
There really never were official Fun Girl tribute artists until a wonderful lady named Pat Coleman called me in 2015 and said, they need somebody to play a Fun Girl. Would you be willing to do it? And I said, oh, that would be amazing. So she had the wig, she had the red and white polka dot blouse, and I just had to show up. And that the next year is when I met Dixie, and I said, you would make an amazing Skippy to my Daphne. And although she objected, I somehow talked her into it, and the Fun Girls were born the following Mayberry Days.
And so what is that like? Did you ever imagine yourself being a tribute artist, Dixie?
Never, not in a million years. And like Michelle was saying, it was in Danville in May. And I was watching her participating, all sorts of stuff, and her vibrant energy was very attractive. It was really fun. And I can't say she was hounding me, but she was persistent. And that did pay off, and I very reluctantly agreed to it. And, with her tutelage, it was, it really made it very, very easy. But no, never in a million years. And now it's kind of like it has added such a tremendous dimension to my life in order to kind of honor my dad in some ways, and then also be a part of this beautiful, wonderful, big Mayberry family where everybody just loves each other. It's amazing. I love it.
Is that like the best part of it? I mean, what is your favorite part about being the Fun Girls?
Well, honestly, Michelle and I are like, twin daughters of different mothers. The moment we met, we just kind of hit it off. And so a lot of it is kind of going through the process together, getting our wigs fixed, getting dressed. We always share a room. We more often than not, we stay together. And it's so much fun because we're kind of helping each other in the process. And, there, you got to fix this little doodad or your lipstick or whatever. And so it's like, we're best buds. We have a blast because we play off each other. We play off the folks that are, if we're in the parade or no matter what it is, it's like, we're a team. We are a tight team.
And how do people react? Do they know that you're Andy Griffith's daughter?
Well, the cat's kind of out of the bag, so to speak. The rumor mill starts, and so back the first time with Michelle at that Mayberry Days, somebody said, "Oh, are you so and so? Are you Andy's daughter?" And it was like, yes, and I was kind of hesitant, but then it was like, we've got Michelle and her red and white polka dots, and me in my yellow dress, and it's kind of like. They know who we are, and of course the parentage as well. So it's like, yeah. And it's fine because you know what? We do this for the fans. We do this for them. And therefore whatever goes. And it's a blast.
Well, I think it's a great way for you to kind of blend in and entertain without I don't know. People probably always, like we talked about, they hit you with that. What was it like to grow up with Andy? It's like, where do you go with that? But instead, you can really sort of channel, characters from the show and entertain. And it's just much more interesting, I think, for the fans to interact with you guys that way. So I know I appreciate it. We appreciate you guys helping with the Mayberry Man project. I know in the movie, because of the pandemic, Dixie, you didn't get to portray Skippy. So hopefully that'll be different this time around with the series. And so I wanted to ask you, you supported us early on in the Mayberry Man project, but I was just curious, did you have any concerns? Were you wondering, well, what are these guys doing with my dad's show?
Well, I was all for it initially. It's like, wow, that just sounds so amazing. I remember talking with you and Stark and Greg, and it was like, look, here's this amazing opportunity to expand on the, I mean, I can't say franchise because that's not the right word, and that's probably a bad word to use necessarily, but Mayberry is a wonderful, wholesome thing that brings a tremendous amount of joy to people. Why not, let it go crazy, let it go wild. And the movie, oh my gosh, the movie is just, I think it's wonderful. It's so touching, so, heartfelt that, I just kind of said, hey, yeah, sure. You're going to do a movie? Absolutely. I'm on board. So I'm thrilled.
Well, and that was one of the things we've heard repeatedly. It's like, you captured the spirit of Mayberry, and that was really the goal, was to sort of capture it and portray it in a way that we can pass it on to a new generation or new generations. And that's what we hope to do with the series. So, Michelle, what are your thoughts about this new series project?
I'm actually very excited about it. I'm so thankful the pandemic is over as such, so that Dixie can come back and be Skippy. Although my wonderful friend Christy McClendon did a great job filling in, I felt like I was missing my right arm when she wasn't there, because like she said earlier, it's like best friends getting to be together at these festivals. And I think the new series is going to be a great addition to the movie, because really without it, you wouldn't have the opportunity to lead the next generation into anything Mayberry. I'm really thankful that it didn't stop just at the first Mayberry Man filming.
So as we talk about the series, again, to remind people, the reason the Fun Girls are on is because we just introduced the Fun Girl perk, which is a lunch with Dixie and Michelle on Thursday of Mayberry Days this fall. We'll be filming the series around that time, but the Fun Girls will be available to have lunch with a very select group. If you back us on the Indiegogo campaign, you go over there right now, you'll see how many are left. Lunch with the Fun Girls this fall at Mayberry Days, and I assume you're looking forward to that this fall, returning to Mayberry Days.
Absolutely, Court. And I think with the opportunity to have a kind of a luncheon with 10 lucky fans who decide to grab that Fun Girl perk, it's going to be that much more fun. And Michelle and I always have fun. We are the Fun Girls, and we exude that. And so this Mayberry Days will be even better than the last.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great time for the fans, a little unique experience. And when they're not on set with us, they can come over and have lunch with the Fun Girls. All right. Thanks, everybody. Well, we were at the Tuscaloosa screening recently, and both Dixie and Michelle were like, we want to do more to help. What can we do? And be careful what you ask for when you get involved with Mayberry Man, because we will come up with things for you to do. And so actually we came up with that together while we were in Tuscaloosa. They said, well, let's have lunch with the fans. And so we're excited about that perk. It's now available for a limited number. So just to make it clear, it's a standalone perk. This is a kind of a one-off. So you have to purchase this individually. It doesn't include anything else. So even if you've already backed us, it's not like you would be, purchasing the same thing twice. It's a standalone perk, and the tickets or the seats are sold individually. So if it's more than one of you, you'll need to do multiple transactions. That's just the limitation of Indiegogo for what we're trying to do here. So again, mayberryman.com will take you to the Indiegogo page where you can do that. Now, since Stark is off, he hasn't had time to go through the vault recently. So I decided to go into the vault, the Mayberry Man vault. And I have a video, we shot it a couple of years ago, actually, with Clint Howard. And a lot of you probably haven't seen it. It's on our YouTube page, but it's buried down there at the bottom. And it's where he talks about the movie Grand Theft Auto. And I'm bringing this one up because I have a personal connection to that. I was actually on set for Grand Theft Auto. My father, Hoke Howell, Dud Wash, played a role in that. And it was kind of, it was Ron Howard's first professional directing job. And it was a low budget movie. And it just reminds me a lot of what we've been doing with Mayberry Man. So maybe Stark's future, could end up on a trajectory like Ron Howard. But I wanted to share what Clint had to say about that and then kind of tie it into my personal connection. So let's hear from Clint Howard.
All of these people are wanted for Grand Theft Auto. And I'm arresting everyone! You lose, copper!
Well, Grand Theft Auto was a wonderful experience for the Howard family, and it was Ron's first professional go. Him and Dad wrote the script.
Sir, this is Ned Slinker.
And then when it came time to casting up the movie, Ron used every favor.
Ned, you're a nice person, but it bothers me that you only call me when you're in trouble.
And every friend that he had, Marion Ross worked on it.
Have you made a commitment to the Lord?
My husband gave at the office.
Paul Link, who was Dick Link's son, who was Andy Griffith's business partner, he was in the movie, he played Collins Hedgeworth.
Be prepared to perform some sort of simple but tasteful ceremony.
50,000 hallelujahs!
And I remember the Grand Theft Auto crew really bonding. And they were working their butts off. And of course, Ron, the quintessential leader, he's always the first guy there, and he's always working hard. And crew members just don't kind of like the idea that the director's working harder than they are, so they work hard too.
How do we get out of here?
You'll need a tow truck.
The steering's gone!
It stopped. Maybe we can fix it.
The only problem they had on Grand Theft Auto is after the first day, there was talk of mutiny, and it was because of the food. And after the first day, the catering on Grand Theft Auto was done by my mom and Ron's wife, Cheryl. Everybody came together and sure got Ron going in the right direction.
Hallelujah!
We can make it now.
Samuel dodging, eluding, twisting, and turning. He's one heck of a driver, ladies and gentlemen.
And actually, Grand Theft Auto was my first time on a movie set, I believe. And I accompanied my father to the couple of days where they were shooting the demolition derby scene at the Saugus Speedway. And if you blink, you might miss me because I was actually a background extra. Wait, let's back it up and let's take a look. And there I am right there in my LA Rams jacket. And then I got to appear in the background in another scene, and actually with my father.
This is Hedgeworth! Freeze, mister! I'm the one who rinsed him from the devil's clutches!
And did you miss it again? Let's back it up again. And there I am in a quick wardrobe change and the brown sweater. And Ron Howard actually coached me through that. And I'm like, why am I being arrested? And he gave me my motivation. And it's like, oh, you were throwing rocks or something. So that was my experience on Ron Howard's directorial debut, Grand Theft Auto. So you can imagine, I think I was 11 years old and hanging out on the set for all those car crashes and stunts and all that stuff. It was definitely a very memorable time for me as a kid, and getting to see my dad work, and then getting to be a background extra. So I mean, you can see, that's a long time ago. That was in the 70s. And it's still fun to look back on that, which I share that because, you have the opportunity to be in the Mayberry Man series. If you haven't been in the movie, and if you were in the movie, you've got that forever, that you are part of something. And this stuff lives on forever, on the internet, on streaming services, on all this stuff. And it's always fun for me as I had the good fortune of my dad being, a successful character actor. So he's in hundreds of shows and things. And so I can see him, in all sorts of roles. And it's always fun to look back on that. And It was a great time. It was a low budget production. It was a Roger Corman film. And the story behind Grand Theft Auto was that, Ron wanted a chance to direct. And so Roger Corman, being the expert negotiator he is, said, well, Ron, if you'll be in this movie called Eat My Dust, I'll let you direct your own film. And so that's what happened. So Ron did Eat My Dust, and then he went on to do this film. And like Clint was saying, it's, he called in all the favors because it was low budget, but just a lot of fun, and obviously put him on a track to become quite the accomplished director. So that's about it for tonight, except I do want to answer a couple of questions. People have been asking, where are you shooting? When are you shooting? And we are still working on the schedule, but our commitment is to film in Mount Airy the week of Mayberry Days. It'll probably be earlier in the week, kind of like we did with the movie, Tuesday, Wednesday in Mount Airy proper. We don't want to interfere with Mayberry Days, so we don't generally anticipate filming in Mount Airy proper on Thursday or Friday, but it could be in a surrounding area like we did with the movie. We know a lot of our fans are going to be in Mount Airy for Mayberry Days, so that's why we go there. It's not the most efficient way to produce a film or television series, but because we partnered with you, we do it. And that's why we're going to be there, and we're looking forward to that. So expect that this fall. And don't forget, we have some events coming up on this Friday. So Alan Newsom, Floyd the Barber, he organizes the Mayberry Meetup. And in addition, the Andy Griffith Museum has invited us to show the Mayberry Man movie as a free screening at the museum this Friday, July 15th at 2 p.m. So Alan will be there to share that, and there'll be maybe some other cast members on hand, and that should be a great time. And it's a chance, if you're in the area or if you're there for the meetup, go check it out and see the movie for free right there. And then at the end of the month in Indianapolis, we're at the Can Cinema on July 30th for a 1 p.m. screening. We'll also have Baraka Valley, the bluegrass band there, and tribute artists and all that. And then on Sunday, the 31st, we're going to be in Danville, Indiana, and we're working on shutting the street down and having a little bit of a street festival, a little mini Mayberry in the Midwest, perhaps. Baraka Valley will be there, and I know Stark and Ashley and other people are coming in to be part of the big finish to our Indiegogo campaign, which is scheduled to wrap up July 31st. So we hope you can join us there. And I know people are coming in from out of the area. We're going to bring in squad cars. We're going to have tribute artists. It's going to be a blast and a big finish. We're a little over halfway to our crowdfund goal. We kind of experienced a lull at this same point in the Kickstarter campaign for the movie. So this is not unexpected. We had you start with a lot of excitement, and then it kind of tapers off a little bit, and then it builds back up. It's completely expected. So we are confident that we're going to hit our goal, and we're excited. We're doing our own sort of investor crowdfunding or investor funding fundraising behind the scenes as well. So it's not all on the fans, but the fans, your enthusiasm will determine how many episodes we can do and to what level of production we can do. So, but we're committed to making the series, and we're excited to be doing that this fall. We could be filming in Indiana in September as well. But the one thing for sure is we will be in Mount Airy, North Carolina. So that is what I've got for you. Again, be sure to like, subscribe, share, spread the word about Mayberry Man, the series. You can always send people to mayberryman.com. That'll take them to our crowdfunding page. And if you want to know what's going on with the movie, it's mayberrymanmovie.com. And that'll show you the latest theatrical screenings, things like that, the events, or our Facebook page. We have events usually set up for those in-person events. So again, I want to thank Dixie Griffith and Michelle Bryson for coming on. The Fun Girls, that Fun Girl perk is live on the Indiegogo page, mayberryman.com. Go check it out. There's only 10 spots available. And as I said, the call action on the set perk, there's still some of those available. So that'll give you a chance to actually be on set and be the one, instead of the director, to say action. So the actors will be waiting for you, waiting on your direction to start the scene, and you'll get to do that as many takes as it takes for whatever scene you're there to call action for. So I just want to say thank you for showing up on Wednesday nights. We appreciate it. We'll do these as long as we can, but at some point we have to transition into pre-production, full pre-production. But we're excited to share this. We thank you for your continued support and backing the series. It means the world to us, and we're looking forward to making Mayberry Man the series this fall with you guys. So that's it for tonight, and we'll see you next Wednesday.